Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Lawrence Bryant, part-time faculty at Capella University. And today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the dissertation process. The title of my talk today is The Dissertation from Start to Finish, Demystifying the Dissertation Process. Now, the dissertation will be one of the most important task that you will ever undertake. It is a process that at times may be arduous, it may be convoluted, it may be very, very difficult. However, it is a undertaking that is absolutely fulfilling. For many of us, it is the culmination of all of our hopes and dreams. So it is very, very important to really understand the dissertation process. So one of the things that the dissertation allows you to do is to really become adept at skills as an independent researcher. It connects theory to practice within your particular chosen field. And it really, really does demonstrate your abilities, knowledge, and skills as a scholar practitioner. So, in terms of the first steps that we undertake in the dissertation, is to understand the requirements of your particular department, your university, and really, really being aware of those steps that are in place that guide you through the dissertation process. One of the first things that you'll have to undertake in doing your dissertation is determining your topic, determining what that topic will be. And so it is important to take time to really, really determine that, first of all, your topic will be something that is dear to your heart. You will be married to this dissertation for quite a while. So you really, really want to do something, and you want to undertake a study that is important to you. And you also want to make sure that you undertake a topic that is relevant for your field and that sort of answers the question, so what? You really need to investigate a topic that needs to be researched, first of all, looking at what particular gaps are in the literature or in your field, and finding out how your study can fill those gaps. One of the things that I often tell my students is to look at articles in your field that are pertinent to the research trajectory that you're undertaking, and look at what are recommendations for further research. You can begin to sort of get some ideas around what your topical area should be. You also want to make sure that you're not undertaking a research project that will involve significant risk to your participants. That's a conversation that you probably should have with either your committee chair or others in your department that you may be consulting with as you determine what your topical area is going to be. The three main things that I really, really would like to sort of highlight are the roles and responsibilities of the individuals that will help to facilitate your dissertation. Your mentor, your committee, and you as the learner. So one of the things that's important as a learner, you are the one that will be knowledgeable about your topical area. In fact, you probably will be more knowledgeable than anyone else that's undertaking this particular area of research, because you've investigated the literature, you've exhausted the literature, you've read, you've talked to other experts in the area, so you become the professional. So it's very, very important, number one, that you make sure as the learner to be couched in the literature. Also, you want to make sure that you communicate with your team on a established basis. For example, how often will you talk with your chair? What kinds of guidelines will your chair give you? That kind of information. One of the most important things for you as a learner is to make sure that you are communicating with your chair and making sure that you are communicating with your committee as well. The other relationship that is very important is your relationship with your chair. The chair is the one that will help guide your research. So in terms of communication, in terms of guidance, it is your chair that is the individual that will help facilitate that process. So you really should engage regularly in the dissertation course room to communicate what expectations you have, as well as receiving those expectations from your chair. The dissertation committee, very, very important. So as your chair determines how you're doing in terms of progress in your dissertation, there are segments along the way where your committee will also have an opportunity to review your research. They sort of are a triangulation, if you will, of your research. They will read your research and offer recommendations for improvement. So it's very, very important to not only communicate with your chair, but also at certain points to let your committee know how you're coming along with your dissertation, what your trajectory is, and perhaps maybe a timeline when they can expect to receive a document from you. That's very, very important. And so I want to end this talk with you just by saying again that the dissertation will be one of the most important things that you ever do. But I can tell you, when you walk down that aisle, when you flip your cap to the other side, it will be a feeling unlike anything you've ever experienced in your life. And so with that, I'd like to say thank you for allowing me to do this presentation, as well as good luck.